so excited to talk with you today about our microdose collection. If you find yourself here, it's because you are interested in learning a little bit more about microdosing, the energetics behind it, the science behind it, and you're interested in learning about the particular blend that you are working with. So to start, I want to explain what is microdosing. Microdosing is when you are taking a sub-perceptual amount of a master plant, really of any plant, but in this particular case, we're speaking about magic mushrooms, psychedelic mushrooms, psilocybin cubensis. And in this particular case, mushroom medicine really helps us to soften, to come into a more compassionate space. In shamanism, we call mushrooms los niños santos, the little children. We call them the bringers of light. This is a beautiful medicine that will support you in connecting back to your inner child. It's also deeply nourishing, deeply nutritive, caregiving. It shows us the shadow parts of ourselves through a compassionate lens. So if you are in that space where you are meeting a shadow aspect of yourself, if you are willingly stepping into exploring a shadow aspect of yourself, or if you're needing support in this moment as you traverse the uncharted waters of life, microdosing mushrooms can be extremely supportive. At Yabisi, we are such proponents for gentle medicine. I love master plants. I'm so grateful that so many of us are finding accessible ways to work and to be in relationship with these master plants. But sometimes the medicine can be really intense. Sometimes you are a highly sensitive person like myself, and doing larger amounts of plant medicines can leave you feeling a little bit more dissociated. You might find that you've received so much clarity, you have a clearer understanding of things, you kind of know what needs to go, you know what is happening within your physical body that is emotional, emotions or spiritual dis-ease manifested, but you're like, I don't even know where to start. You feel a little bit like paralyzed by everything you've learned, and so you don't really take those initiatory steps. Or you sort of, again, disassociate, sort of block that experience out. You're just like, that was something I needed to see, but, thinking that the medicine's gonna work for you, when really it often just shows us, it lifts the veil, I call it. Microdosing medicine is really special because you are able to consume the medicine, be in relation with the medicine, and also be fully present in your everyday life. So in our blends, we're using 0.25 grams, so a little less than a quarter gram of mushrooms, which when you take them, even as a highly sensitive person, they're sub-perceptual. You're not feeling out of self, you're not hallucinating, you're not feeling much difference except for this art of awareness that comes in, this sort of perspective shift that comes in. And as we go through each particular blend, you'll get what I'm saying. I love to work with other supportive herbs, other supportive allies. I call it like the entourage. So we know that the active medicine in these blends is mushrooms, magic mushrooms. And these magic mushrooms we know are helping us to find our inner light, find compassion and softness, come back into contact with our younger selves. I feel like when we are more divinely closer to our purpose and to our true essence. So we know that this medicine is already helping that. So when we combine that with other herbs, it sort of helps the mushroom medicine to be gently guided to other spaces where we need particular support. And again, taking this low amount allows us to be fully present. If you are feeling triggered or finding looping thoughts happen throughout your day, taking the mushroom medicine and being in this space of mindfulness, in this act of noticing, we begin to see when these triggers arise. We're able to take a step back and decide, do I go back into this loop that I find myself in? Do I react in the way that I have been, that your body or your mind wants to automatically trigger into? Or do you take a breath and, sort of take an emotional and like a boundary step back? So that is where the magic happens. That is where the neuroregenesis, so like new neural pathways are being created. It's where we're foraging forward, we're starting over. And again, on this gentle way, it's like low and slow, but I have found for many of us, not all of us, for many of us, the low and slow route are the ways that we can stick with change, the way that we really see change manifested. I hope that this is supportive for you, and I'm excited to dive into your chosen plant medicines. This particular medicine is called Claridad. Claridad is made with 0.25 grams of golden teacher mushroom and lion's mane mushroom with a bit of vitamin B12 or niacin. This medicine is for the person who is seeking mental clarity. If you are a person whose anxiety lives up here, if you find yourself physically exhausted at the end of the day, but your mind is still running loops, it's thinking about tomorrow's to-do list, it's thinking about some cringy things you did today or in 7th grade, like, you know, when your mind is doing those mental gymnastics and you cannot find a pause for a mental deep breath, for that moment of where your brain and your body really feel that sort of calmness. This is going to be a supportive ally. A lot of that stress causes us to be in short-term forgetfulness, to be a little bit out of self. So the things that you're doing, you might find yourself being a little bit more clumsy, very not present. And this helps us to come back to ourselves in a really gentle and thoughtful way. The interesting thing, and one of my most favorite things about our blends, is that the microdose blend comes with the active mushroom component as well as capsules that are non-infused to support the off days or the days where you are choosing to not microdose. So in each bottle, you'll find a muslin bag at top. The muslin bag contains 15 vegetable capsules. They include 0.25 golden teacher, in this case again the lion's mane and the niacin blend, and then you can hear it loose in the bottle underneath the muslin bag are 25 non-infused capsules. So these capsules on the bottom just have lion's mane and the vitamin B. These are the herbs, these are the capsules you're going to take every day that you are not microdosing. Along with each microdose, everyone receives a ebook. It's called The Journeyer's Roadmap. It's a resource guide and microdose journal, essentially. So this will give you some protocols on, you can choose where you'd like to start, whether you're microdosing every 2 days, or if you're doing 3 days microdosing, 4 days non-microdosing. Whatever protocol that you decide to do, the days that you are not taking the capsules from the muslin bag, you're taking one capsule from the bottle. So this helps to support you, in this case, with that neural reprogramming, allowing your brain to be in this rest space so that you can process what's happening in real time. You can be present. You can really allow yourself to set your mind sort of like, okay, I'm turning this off for right now. I'm fine, I'm safe, tomorrow is coming, I'll handle that tomorrow. I got my checklist. You know, it helps you to just woosah in the moment, while also helping to build neuroplasticity, the ability for us to learn and retain information. It helps us to be very in the practice of the art of noticing, paying attention to beautiful subtleties and synchronicities and moments in life that remind us of daily magic. I hope that this blend is supportive for you. I hope that the Journeyer's Roadmap really helps to integrate and ground and these embodied practices. Happy journey.